Whether you're new to cloth diapering or you've been at it for a while, chances are you've heard one of these terms: woolly, longy, or soaker. For some, using wool seems scary, but truthfully, using wool with your diapers is very easy. In this video, I'll cover burning questions like, what is a wool soaker? How do you lanolize wool? How do you clean a wool soaker? How do you use wool diaper covers? And how do you stop a wool cover from leaking? Hi, I'm Majaliwa Bass, founder and CEO of Pooters Diapers. I'm also a mom of 4 that had the privilege of diapering 4 babies, 2 boys and 2 girls. During that time, I made a lot of mistakes and learned a lot of lessons. So on my channel, I share the diapering tips and strategies that work well for me. And my hope is that these tips make your diaper journey super easy so that you can spend less time online watching how-to videos like this one and more time on the things that matter way more than glorified poop catchers. So let's dive in. Wool soakers, also called longies, woolies, shorties, and soakers, are diaper covers made from 100% wool designed to be worn over diapers to prevent them from leaking. Wool soakers are typically made from merino wool and are extremely soft, breathable, and natural and antibacterial, not like the scratchy wool sweaters we remember as kids. The beauty of wool soakers is that they can absorb up to 1/3 of their own weight in water, and they're naturally antibacterial and they breathe extremely well, so they can be worn in both warm and cold months. When the diaper becomes wet, the wool soaker wicks the moisture away from the diaper by absorbing it. Lanolin, a natural oil that comes from sheep, keeps the urine from leaking back out of the wool cover quickly. Over time, the lanolin needs to be replaced, roughly every 2 to 3 weeks, to help the wool soaker maintain its super absorbent abilities. Now, this is done through a process called lanolizing. Lanolizing cleans the wool and restores the lanolin back to the cover. In between uses, you'll want to air out your wool soaker by just laying it flat, and this will allow the cover to dry and it'll eliminate any odors that may be in the wool cover. If poop gets on the cover, you'll want to clean and lanolize it immediately. Before you use it, you'll need to make it waterproof through a process called lanolizing. Lanolizing is super easy, takes about 5 minutes to do, plus the 30 minutes that you let the item soak. I created a short video that shows exactly how to do it and what you'll need, and I'll post the link to that video in the comments section below. 2 things I'd recommend if you're going to use wool. First, have backups. Wool takes up to 2 days to dry once you wash it, so having 2 extra on hand is just a good idea. Second, never, ever dry your wool in a dryer and never use wool light. You are just asking for trouble if you do that. It will shrink the bejesus out of it. And that said, my next tip, I'll explain what to do if that happens. So, one time my husband was being helpful with the laundry and tossed my woolly in the washing machine. That thing shriveled up like a worm on the sidewalk on a hot summer day in Texas. That wool cover was not cheap, and I had 0 plans of buying a new one. So I had to fix it, and here's what I did. I filled my sink with lukewarm water, added about 10 ounces of hair conditioner, added my wool, let it soak for 20 minutes, and then while it was soaking, gently kind of stretched it back out into its natural shape. Then I added 2 tablespoons of vinegar to lukewarm water, about 1 gallon of water, added my wool back to it, swished it around to get the conditioner out, and then let it air dry. Now, it wasn't exactly like it was before, but it definitely was better, and it most certainly made it usable again. The main thing you need to know about wool is that moths and carpet beetles love it. So if you find you need to store it for a while, say in between babies, follow these steps. Number 1, clean your wool. Then wrap it in newspaper. Moths hate newspaper. Then you want to place that in a cotton bag like a pillowcase and then tie the end with twine, and then stick that bag in another cotton bag and tie that end with twine. And the most important thing above all of that is you'll just want to make sure that you store it in some place like a closet that's away from direct sunlight. Make sure wherever you put it, it's not damp or hot or dusty, because that can cause mold and mildew damage. So that's it. The bottom line, see what I did there? The bottom line, I'm sorry, it just never gets old. Anyway, the bottom line is wool is an amazing fiber. It's great for sensitive skin. It can be used with disposable and cloth diapers, and it can last for years, even if your husband shrinks it in the washer. As always, I'm happy to help any way that I can. If you have any questions on this video or anything else, or maybe you're spending too much time on cloth diapering and you want some help figuring out how to make things simpler, leave a comment below and I'll record an answer for you. That's it. Bye.